the Bond Arms Derringer. Whoa, this is, on the cool factor, this is a 10. Check it out. Yes, it's unloaded. Double barrel shotgun. Now, it does not shoot 2 shells at once. It shoots 1 at a time. It also shoots 45 long Colt. We're going to get into this gun in real close, high-def detail. I've done some research on it. I just picked it up yesterday, and it is a sweet, sweet package. Very cool indeed. Welcome to weaponseducation.com. This is really a beautiful gun, and like I said, on the cool factor, it really rates high up there, and it's got a lot of history. It goes back to the 1800s, and as we know, Mr. Derringer developed the Derringer as a small pocket pistol, mostly used for females way back then to keep in their purse. And did you realize that a Derringer was used to assassinate President Abraham Lincoln? John Wilkes Booth used a Philadelphia Derringer is what it was called. So we got a lot of history here. Bond Arms, in my opinion now, they make some top-notch Derringers. This is called the Snake Slayer, like I said, and let's talk about some generalities first. This one has a 3.5-inch barrel, and we're going to talk about the fact how you can interchange these barrels. It's 22 ounces. But I tell you, when I put up my hands and I talk about it some more, you feel this in your hand. It's a nice thick chunk of steel with a satin polished finish. Just absolutely beautiful. I really like it a lot. And the rosewood grips are extended, and I'll show you in my hand for a 3-finger grip. Let's do that now. Let's pick it up and talk about some things. Okay, first, the most interesting portion of this gun has to be the barrel. You've got this lever here, this release. You just push it down with your with your thumb. I'm a righty, so I'm just pushing it right down on the left side. It is not ambi, okay? And look at that. You just load up your shells right in there, and you're good to go. And we're going to talk about what a 3-inch triple-aught buck is all about here in a moment. But look at the design of this. If you wanted to, you could replace this barrel. It has the options of getting 14 different barrels for this gun, anywhere from a 22 up to this 410/45 long Colt. So if you want to turn this into a 10 millimeter or a 44 Magnum or a 357 Magnum, you can do so. The barrels range from $120 to about $170. Depending on the length. That really is what separates the pricing. So I think for about $150 on this gun, I can switch it to any caliber I want. I bought it because it's just so cool and the craftsmanship of it. And it is a bit of a novelty because it's only 2 shots, and this is how it works. First of all, let me talk about the trigger. This is interesting, okay? When you get this gun, the first thing, if you look at my index finger right here, if you pull the top of it, I'm pulling it as hard as I can, and it's not firing. The trigger is designed to go down and in, okay? So keep that in mind, and I pull down and in. See how it goes down and in? See that action? It's interesting. Okay, and then you have to manually pull the hammer back again for the second shot, and then pull down and in. I have big hands for this small gun. Okay? Now, you just shot your 2 rounds. You want to unload it. You can really do it quickly. Pull out your shells, put 2 new ones in, and you're good to go again. So this is perfect for, killing. I'm not into killing snakes or animals or anything like that, but that's what it's called, is a snake slayer. But it's really, in my opinion, great for personal protection. Let's talk about this right here. This is the Winchester 3-inch triple-aught buck. 5 pellets. 5 pellets that are massive. Massive. You would not want to be hit with one of these, let alone 5 at once. So you got 10 rounds within 2 pulls of the trigger here of massive firepower. All right, now what I want to show you here also is the fact that a lot of people say, well, does it shoot 2 shells at once? Okay, this is the first question people ask. The answer is no. Well, then the next question might be, well, which barrel am I firing out of, the top or the bottom? And the way we can tell is this. I'm going to cock it right here. You see this piece of metal? If you look close, see how it's almost touching the hammer? Okay, right there, that tells me I'm shooting the bottom barrel, which, by the way, the bottom barrel is designed to line up perfectly with the sights. So for competition, what a competition shooter will do is purposely set it up so that the bottom barrel is firing first. And if you're shooting the top barrel, which I'll go like this now, let's see the second time. You see the big space I got right there? Okay, that tells me, see the space? That tells me I'm firing the top barrel, which you just want to point a little bit lower on your target. But when you're shooting a shotgun shell, you're not going to miss either way. That much of a difference isn't going to make all that much of a difference on accuracy. So like I said, you can get 14 different barrels from a 22 up to the 410/45 long Colt. It's got this beautiful grip, which is extended, 3-finger grip. It's got a trigger guard here. And if you want to take the trigger guard off, you can with an Allen wrench right there. Got a nice close look at that. It comes right off. I'm going to leave it on, of course, because I think it's really cool that it has a trigger guard. And if you want to change the barrel, you just take off that one Allen bolt out right there, and you're good to go. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this gun. Of course, you're going to want to see it at the range, and we'll do that. We'll bring it to the range, we'll shoot it, and we'll play with it. I think it's really sweet. It's a nice chunk of steel that's made of high quality. If you have any experience with a Derringer, throw your comments in. Let me know what you think. I'm not comparing this to a Governor or a tourist judge, which you can shoot 5 rounds or 6 rounds, and it's a revolver. This goes back to the 1800s, and it's got a special place in history for firearms. I just think it's really unique, it's special, it's cool, and it's definitely deadly. It is definitely a deadly gun. Let me know what you think of this. Check it out for now. Thank you.